What's up, y'all? I'm Rusty Metoyer with Rusty Metoyer and Zydeco Crush. I'm born and raised from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Through and through Creole Zydeco musician. I've been doing music has been in my blood, you know, all my life. But I've been doing music professionally for about 12 years now. I've been all over the country, overseas a few times, and you know, really every weekend. Hitting hard on I-10 between Houston, Texas, and New Orleans, Louisiana, basically. So we hitting that Zydeco circuit real hard, which is that I-10 corridor. And every now and then we'll come and take these trips like this out to Portland and California, and you know, New York and the East Coast and overseas and all that kind of stuff. But man, we hard hitting Zydeco, you know, and we throw all kind of stuff in. I'm liable to throw anything in it on the show. You know, that's who I am. That's what we do. Zydeco music, Creole music, Creole to the bone. You know, everything about us is representing Louisiana, representing our culture, representing our Creole culture. You know, and just trying to invite people into our culture and make them want to come see it in our home. You know,
awesome. Your musically is deeply rooted in Louisiana Creole and Zydeco traditions. Can you share with us how you developed such strong connections to these musical styles?
So the way my connection to Zydeco was through my family. Both of my grandfathers were Creole musicians. My mom's dad, Cornelius Papillon, he played accordion, fiddle, harmonica, guitar. My dad's dad, Louis Metoyer, played drums, bass, guitar, you know. He played more like jazz and blues music when he was my age. He started getting into Zydeco around the 80s. My other grandfather, Cornelius Papillon, he played more of the traditional Creole French music. So it's just been in my family all throughout living, you know, growing up. For holidays and everything, we would have like jam sessions. So for holidays, my grandmother would be cooking a big gumbo, you know, and all the family is over, and after a while, you know, they started pulling out those instruments. Well, when they started pulling out the instruments and get to doing the jam sessions, I'm 5, 6, 7 years old, and I'm watching all my older, you know, great uncles and my grandfathers and my uncles and older cousins and everything, just playing music, and everybody's kind of switching instruments and playing different types of music. They're playing blues, they're playing Zydeco, they're playing maybe some R&B or whatever. So, you know, I was really immersed in that as a young age. And as I got older, I just had more of the want to do it myself. I didn't pick up the accordion until I was about 14 or 15, after both of my grandfathers had passed away. And I kind of just picked up the accordion and was trying to learn it just to keep it in the family. And something that I picked up just to keep it in the family kind of just started snowballing. And got a band started and started getting gigs, and then now I'm traveling the world doing this, and it's really been a blessing.
Well, that's a great answer. Your latest album has garnered a lot of attention. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind it and the creative process involved in its production?
So my latest album, unlike any other, I titled it that because that's truly what me and my band are. We're unlike any other, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion. We're unlike any other Zydeco band out there. You know, just from, I guess, I'm trying to say this without sounding cocky or anything, you know, but just our swag is different. The way we approach the music, the way we approach the crowd is different. Kind of the way I interact with my fans and everything. I try to be real interactive with people that follow me and support me, and even people that don't follow me and support me, because I want to get them to follow me and support me. So I'm real personable with people, especially people that love my music, and just the way we are on stage. You know, the type of songs we make. You know, this last album has such a variety of styles. We've got the old school Zydeco, we've got the new sounding Zydeco, we've got everything in between. We've got, you know, so I had so much inspiration from different types of music on this last album. Like I've got some real R&B sounding stuff. I've got a song that I kind of was inspired by Pearl Jam, you know, and Billy Joel and like just straight up old raw country Zydeco, you know, just raw straight out the fields. You know, I got some of that. So it's really everything. I touched on every aspect of what Zydeco is today. I touched on it with this last album.
Okay. Can you share any memorable experiences or stories from your musical journey that had any significant impact as you as an artist?
That's a good question. Can you ask that one more time?
No problem. Can you share any memorable experiences or stories from your musical journey that had any significant impact as you as an artist?
Okay, so any memorable experiences? A lot of times it's at festivals like this, whether we're out of the state or at home, you know, anywhere where there's other musicians in the genre, and especially musicians that I grew up listening to, you know, from a little baby. Like my parents had their cassettes and stuff like that. Anytime we get to spend time with them backstage, and when they're talking to me and they're laying knowledge and advice onto me, it's always really memorable because they've already done everything I'm trying to do and beyond, and can give me knowledge and advice to get to where they've been and further than that. And a lot of times they love to share this advice because they want to see our culture just keep blossoming and keep spreading. And it's just really nice when an artist, like I said, you know, that I grew up listening to, just out of the blue, you know, I'm not asking them for anything, but they'll just lay knowledge on me that they feel that, you know, I could use and I could benefit from. And I really try to listen to everything that they have to share with me.
Well, that's a great answer. Your music often brings people together and creates a lively atmosphere. What is it about Zydeco and Krell that music that resonates with the audience and creates such an infectious energy?
So what it is, it's like a feedback system. The band, we start playing, right? And at least me, I try to start with as much energy as I can. Boom, right out the gate, I'm trying to smack them. Well, once the crowd starts dancing and throwing their hands up and, you know, having a good time, that energy is coming back to us. And then, so that's only giving us more energy. And bam, I'm trying to smack you again. And the audience is getting that, and they bringing it back to us. So it's like a feedback cycle that's happening. We're putting out the energy with the music. They're giving us back the energy by loving our music. And honestly, that's really what we're here for, is for the people to love our music and have a good time. And as long as they're showing us that they're having a good time, we're reciprocating that back to each other the whole time.
Collaboration plays a significant role in the music industry. Have you had any memorable collaborations with any other artists, and how have these experiences influenced your own musical growth?
Oh yeah. So on this last album, I did a collaboration with a friend of mine, Joe Harris. He goes by Swaggy J. He's born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. You know, he's Jamaican through and through. He wears the flag everywhere he goes. You know, he's Jamaican when he walks in the door. Well, we did a Caribbean remix to one of my songs, Riverbank. Riverbank is an original song of mine, and I originally wrote it with like this Caribbean feel to it, but I'm a Zydeco musician, so I made it a Zydeco song. Well, when it got time to the album, to release the album, I got with Joe, Swaggy J, and to see if, man, let's do this Caribbean remix to it. So it's like we're fusing Zydeco with Jamaican dancehall. So the Zydeco beat is saying, you know, that straight up Zydeco dance beat. So we're mixing Louisiana Creole Zydeco with Jamaican dancehall, and it just boom, it just collided together, and it came out amazing. And then when we do it at the show, when we go into that Caribbean mix and start doing the Pondy River, Pondy Bank, you know, when Swaggy J gets on stage, it's a vibe. It really is a vibe, because you're mixing that, like I said, Louisiana Creole culture with that Jamaican culture, and it just melts and melds so well together.
Yeah, it sounds like it does.
Really.
Louisiana has a rich musical heritage. Are there any local artists or musicians from the region who have inspired or influenced your own musical style?
Oh, of course. in Louisiana and more so in Southwest Louisiana, which is Zydeco country, it's Creole country. You know, you're gonna grow up listening to these guys. It's not like they're intangible. It's like these people grew up in your city. They grew up in the next town to you. They grew up in the next parish. Is what we call our counties. They grew up in the next parish to us. You know, we see these guys at Walmart. We see them at the gas station. We see them at wherever. You know, at the festivals and everything. And these guys are larger than life, you know, to us, but they're so close to us. So growing up, I would say as influences I had, being from Lake Charles, being born and raised in Lake Charles, you gotta have an influence from Booster Chase. I mean, we got a highway named after him in Lake Charles. I was influenced by Bo Jacques. I was influenced by John Delphos. I was influenced by Step Rito. You know, all these people that I grew up hearing from young. You got to be influenced by them because we're surrounded by their music, we're surrounded by their family, we're surrounded by their cousins. You know, we go to church with them, whatever it is. It's a real close-knit community.
So looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations as an artist? Are there any upcoming projects or collaborations that you're particularly excited about that you want to share?
Oh yeah, I've always got something up my sleeve. So I've got 2 live albums that are recorded. I just got to pick and choose which songs I want on the live album because we play 3-hour shows, you know, 3 hours straight. So there's about 60 songs in each show. So just about picking and choosing which one I want on the live album. I will be getting back in the studio soon after I release my live album to start on my, I believe it'll be 4th studio album. And as far as plans, man, I just want to take this music, this culture, you know, my music, my fan base, I want to take it as far as I possibly can. I want to reach as many people, I want to touch as many people as I can with my music. And it's growing and it's showing that it's capable, it's very capable of doing that, and I am doing it. But, and I want to stop reaching for the next goal, the next city, and the next festival. You know, I want to touch all of them, you know, and I want to reach everybody that I can.
That's beautiful. Well, let's end it with this. What message would you give a new artist, an inspiring artist in your genre of music right now?
What I would give is just, man, love what you do. You know, because the music industry is not easy. It's very challenging, and it's not always a quick reward. Honestly, it's never a quick reward. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take work. It's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of dedication. So the main thing is to absolutely love it while you're doing it, because as long as you love it, you're still gonna enjoy all this work that comes with it. Especially being an independent artist, when you wear all the hats. You're the manager. You're the driver. You're the CFO, you're the CEO, you're the tour manager, you're the anything, a mechanic on the band. Like you have to carry all these hats. It's a lot of work, but as long as you love doing it, it's not gonna feel like all the work that it really is. You have to love what you do first and foremost, and if you love it when you play it, that love is gonna go out to your audience, and they're gonna feel the love. And they're going to bring that love right straight back to you. So that's what I would say. Absolutely love what you're doing. You know, make the music that you like. Don't try to chase the sound that you think the crowd likes. Because if you're making this music and trying to chase the sound you think the crowd likes and you don't necessarily like it, you're not going to like playing it. And it's going to show in your performance. It's going to show in your music. So play what you like. And if some people don't like it, it's not going to be for everybody. But as long as you love it, it's going to come across as that. Somebody else going to love it if you love it. So.
It's an amazing answer, man. Well, thank you, Rusty, so much for giving me this time and doing this interview with us, man. Thank you so much, man.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, bro.
Oh, yeah.